Guys, I've been thinking about this for like 2 days, and I need to rate the Peggle characters. Specifically, Peggle and Peggle Knights, because I personally, you know what, I don't care. I'm gonna say it. I don't count Peggle 2, and I don't count Peggle Blasts. Sue me. I'm not gonna count it on this one. We're just gonna go with the OGs plus freaking Squid Lady. So let's jump into it. First we got, I forgot his name. I'm gonna be completely real with you, the owl guy. Master Who. Master Who, and he has the Zen Ball. And, okay, here's the thing, this depends, because the Zen Ball, it's just auto-aim, basically. It's just auto-aim. And that might not seem like super useful, but I'm gonna be honest, there are some times when once upon a time before I was a Peggle Grandmaster, I used the Zen Ball for some of my, trying to clear an entire board. Sometimes you need that. Sometimes he's coming clutch, and you know what? I remember unlocking him and I was like, this is the best character, but I think that everyone has a time and place. I think for most of the characters, not one is better than the other. I think that they each have a checks and balances system. Sometimes, not all the time. I'm gonna put him in B. I think he's a solid B. Now, I think this girl's name is Marina, and she's new in Peggle Knights. I love Peggle Knights. Honestly, I'm gonna be real, nothing can be OG Peggle Deluxe for me, but I do love Peggle Knights. I think I like the art more in Peggle Knights, but I like the levels better in Peggle Deluxe. Anyways, Marina, we're gonna put her, she's, what does she got again? Oh, yes. There's, it's like the opera lady in Peggle Blast. Don't want to talk about Peggle Blast. It makes me emotional. I don't think she's that bad. I think I'm gonna put her in a B, maybe a C actually. I don't think that any character is bad, guys. Bjorn, I gotta put you in D. I'm sorry. It doesn't do anything. It just helps you aim, but you know what? Bjorn is there to help you in the beginning of the game when you're first starting out, but I think his whole point and what's so thematic about it is that after you finish maybe a few levels using Bjorn, don't really need him anymore because you've learned, and he's the first Peggle master that you come across, and I think that's very poetic. But I also think that's why he's in D, because he just helps you aim, but once you get to a certain point, he kind of lets go, and you already know how to aim because he taught you. I think that's very awesome, but he's gonna be in D solely for his ability. Jimmy Lightning, this is a bit of a curveball, a bit of a multi-ball. I like Jimmy Lightning a lot. I really do, and honestly, I'm sorry. I know that there are some people who actually hate Jimmy Lightning, and I personally don't get it, because I'm gonna be honest, there have been some times where I'm trying to clear an entire board of pegs, and I'm using the pumpkin guy, and I'm just trying, and I keep going, and I keep going, I just can't do it, and then I just totally went all in on Jimmy Lightning, and I cleared the entire thing, and I still have moves left over. That's the power of Jimmy Lightning, and that's why I think he's an S. I think also you just get a higher chance of getting more balls in the bucket. You get more bucket balls, and you get, I feel like if you make a really good play with Jimmy Lightning, if you know how to play and you can play Jimmy Lightning well, you can get a lot of points, especially if you're trying to get those point cap levels where you're trying to get to a specific amount of points. So he's an S. Okay, Cat Tut. I don't hate Cat Tut. I think Cat Tut is better than Bjorn. I really do. And I know some people might not like Cat Tut, but you know what? I think in some levels that pyramid can come in clutch, and it's a lot of these are really situational. But I think Cat Tut is a solid C. I'm gonna keep Cat Tut as that. We got Splork. Ooh, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of Splork. I love the character. I love what he stands for. He's got such a way with words. I can't, his power just, it's so RNG. It's so RNG to the point where if you're playing Splork levels where you have to clear with Splork, sometimes you just gotta keep resetting until the green pegs get in the right spot. And that shouldn't have to happen. So I'm sorry, I gotta put Splork in D. I know there are probably some Splork lovers out there. I'm sorry to disappoint. I just can't. Flipper guy. Excuse me for forgetting the names. I promise I'm not a poser. It's been a while since I've remembered all these guys' names, okay? But this guy, Lobster, I'm gonna be honest, I think this is also incredibly situational. There are levels though where he is really useful, especially for those levels where you're trying to clear a bunch of pegs, and it just depends on if there are any obstacles that aren't pegs and if there are a bunch of pegs on the side. I think he's really good. I don't think I would put him in an A. I'm gonna put him here. Got the pumpkin guy. I like the pumpkin guy. And I know he's meta. I feel like he's really meta. I see a lot of people playing with him when trying to do challenges. I think he's the meta. And I agree with that. I think that he's a safe pick, but I feel like you can get those really good clutch plays with Jimmy Lightning. It just takes the skill and you have to practice, but trust me, Jimmy Lightning pays off. If you know how to play Jimmy Lightning, he pays off, trust. Oh my gosh, Sunflower. I forgot what she does. We gotta look her up. Ugh, what did they do to you? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, she lights up the orange pegs. But then she has a caveat because it decreases the amount. If you hit her first, she'll clear more pegs. And again, that's also RNG, that's situational. But I feel like that's not as bad as Splork for me. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Splork is too RNG. I feel like Tula, I feel like it just depends. And I'm gonna put Tula in C. I am. Oh my gosh. Okay, the bunny guy has a wheel. Warren, yes, he has a wheel. Okay, Magic Hat, triple score, extra ball, or random magic power. Ooh, okay. I like this guy a lot, and I'm gonna be completely honest. It's a curveball and it's a lot of RNG, but I think, again, because he is so RNG, I'm gonna knock him down S. Because I was gonna put him in S. I was thinking about it, I know, but I think, I've won a lot of challenges with Warren. I think he deserves the spot in A. And we got the dragon guy, and he has that big fireball that can clear a bunch of pegs. And I think this guy is really good if you save a lot of his stuff for the end, because then it's kind of like, okay, especially if you're on a difficult level, the dragon guy can be really clutch. So I think I'm gonna put him in B. And I think this is solid. Look at how even that is. Did the creators intend this, dude? This is what I think it is. And I think Jimmy Lightning deserves that S. I really do. And you can debate me on it. I don't care. I'm gonna stand by it. And I would love to hear your opinions. This is it. Honestly, I might bump up Master Who to A. I low-key might. I did it, yeah. Because I feel like my meta, the 4 that I mostly use are gonna be Jimmy, Pumpkin, Warren, Master Who. So yeah, that's gonna be my peggle tier list. This is it definitively. Maybe I'll do the rest of the peggle characters from the Xbox game. No guarantees, but I'm feeling pretty confident with this list. Any questions, comments, concerns, let me know, but thank you so much. Peace.